Arizona Attorney General Katie Hobbs held a rally on Wednesday where she was joined by former President Barack Obama and Senator Mark Kelly. Hobbs is facing off against Kari Lake in Arizona's gubernatorial election to replace Governor Doug Ducey. According to polls from 538, Kari Lake holds a slight lead. Hobbs began her remarks by taking a swipe at Lake, a noted 2020 election denier. Hobbs said, quote, "It's really great to be in a room full of people more focused on this election than the last one." Hobbs spoke about the importance of democracy, saying it, quote, "is the system that will send Kari Lake back to whatever dark corner of the internet she came from."
Hello, Arizona. I'm Secretary of State and your Democratic nominee for governor, Katie Hobbs. Let me start by saying it's really great to be in a room full of people more focused on this next election than the last one. To be clear, 2020 was very important, but this election is even bigger. And I am so grateful that President Obama is here today. He's here today to drive home exactly what's at stake in this election. We all know democracy is at stake. But let's talk for a minute about why we must defend democracy. Because in a democracy, we all get a say in our future. When politicians give away our water to a foreign government, we get a say. When they refuse to fund our schools, depriving our kids of the education they deserve, we get a say. And when they try and mandate our healthcare decisions and take away our rights, we get a say. Democracy is the system that sent Barack Obama to the White House. And democracy is the system that will send Kari Lake back to whatever dark corner of the internet she came from. I stood for democracy when I refused to give in to the insurrectionists who surrounded my home after I certified the 2020 election. And I'm still doing it today in this race for governor. Not just because I'm running against the Trump-endorsed, election-denying, media-hating, conspiracy-loving, chaos-causing, spectacle-seeking Kari Lake, but also because I truly believe that when we prove government can help solve problems, we prove that democracy works. I'm a born and raised Arizonan from a hardworking middle-class family that knows the value of a dollar and the dignity of hard work. My parents, who are here somewhere, my parents right here. My parents made huge sacrifices for me and my siblings, but sometimes we relied on support from our church community and government programs like food stamps. I put myself through college with work study and scholarships, and I immediately went to work as a social worker. I eventually helped run one of the largest domestic abuse shelters in the country. And I loved making a difference in the lives of people that I was working with, but I wanted to help fix the problems that cause people to end up in these situations in the first place. And so I ran for office. In the legislature, I worked with both parties to expand healthcare to over 500,000 Arizonans. I worked across the aisle to find new ways to tackle the growing opioid epidemic here in Arizona. And I worked with a Republican governor to clear the state's rape kit backlog and put sexual assault offenders in jail. And as Secretary of State in 2020, we conducted the safest and most secure election in Arizona history. With record-breaking turnout. And when people like Kari Lake denied the results of the election and did everything they could to overturn the will of the voters, we stood firm. And that's exactly the kind of leadership I'll bring to the governor's office. Real solutions. Not finger-pointing or conspiracy theories, but bringing people together to solve our most urgent problems. This race for governor isn't about Democrats or Republicans. It's a choice between sanity and chaos. And it's about electing a leader who will govern with vision and strength. We will win this race. Yes, we can. So we're going to win, but it's going to be close. All the polls have us tied. And so that means we need everyone, every single person in this room to vote, and then make sure that your friends and family all have a plan to vote. I'm not afraid of a tough fight. I'm battle-tested. I'm the candidate who's won a statewide race. In fact, I've never lost an election, and I don't intend to start now.